It's my privilege and my honor this morning to give the farewell speech to our guests of honor, the grade 12s. And I want to start it off with a quote from Matthew McConaughey when he won his Oscar in 2014. He finished off his acceptance speech with the phrase, "All right, all right, all right." I want to change it up a little bit and make it more Millie, so I'm going to go, aware, aware, aware. Welcome to Valedictory parents, guests, and the stars of the hour, the class of 2022. Can we give them a round of applause? The reason I started off with a quote from Hollywood is that although you might, over the past 24 hours, have felt like movie stars or superstars in your own right, your high school experience might have felt that it came directly from a Hollywood movie. You know, one of those Hollywood movies where the zombies are loose, and the world has already ended and everybody's after you? A post-apocalyptic movie in which you've just fought to stay alive while flesh-eating zombies, teachers, try to steal your souls. Or perhaps now you are the zombies, and in a last-ditch attempt to gain the answers for your upcoming final exams, you might be thinking to yourself, brains, I need brains. Whichever way you get it, guys, use it. Your school experience, grade 12s, has been anything but normal. And it is with no small regret that as an educator, I also mourn all the experiences that you did not get to enjoy. A grade 10 dance, a full sports season, perhaps just the freedom to be yourselves on the playground every single day for a large portion of your high school career. But we also do celebrate the events and the memories that you were able to make. Last night was a celebration for the ages. I think Mr. Besler started off by going, in the past we've had grade 12s there that don't even touch the dance floor. I think even before the starters were served, you guys were on it and you were rocking. And if anything, last night showed us that Mr. Usher's got some moves. Young men and women of Milnerton, you showed your best, and of course, as always, you looked spectacular. I am reminded of the last valedictory speech that I made. It was outdoors, in the year that we were faced with the prospect of planning this event in classrooms of a maximum of 20 people spaced 1.5 meters apart, and it was going to be run on teams. The matrics all wore masks and grew beards and pierced whatever they could in this area. Some schools had matric dances via Zoom, true story. We chose to have two separate functions, no dancing because that would imply social distancing, but photos allowed where we could cram all into one space and look at the camera. And we only had a dinner, but it was, for them, I think, a special time. What you've been through in your high school career has definitely been the stuff of horror movies. On Wednesday evening, I had the privilege of sitting down with one of our past pupils who sat where you are in 2014 and enjoyed dinner with her. She came around for supper. She now lives in Spain and is in South Africa to attend the wedding of another pupil who also matriculated in 2014. So those milestones, guys, are coming quick and fast. She explained her COVID-19 and her experience of the lockdown in Germany where she was, and she was stuck for months in a half-finished attic, knowing nobody in Germany without a source of stable income and without without being able to speak the language. She recalled the mental strength that it took to overcome the stresses of that momentous event. I was inspired by her courage and her capacity to make a plan and her resilience in the face of a worldwide trauma. Her capacity to emerge on the other side with a story to tell, even though you've got scars to show. It reminded me that a Millie's kid can weather any storm. A Millie's kid can run at any mountain and come out victorious on the other side. Grade 12s, you stand on the threshold of this world, full of zombies and villains and heroes. Is the big wide world going to be any easier? Absolutely not. Is it going to be any better? Of course, because you're going to be in it. So let me share a few thoughts from Hollywood, that great fortress of wisdom and morality and intellect. And the first quote that I would like to share with you is, "May the force be with you." May the force of the bonds of friendship and family keep you anchored to your roots and to your true selves. May the memories that you've created be fond recollections and a reminder that you are loved and that you are truly, truly valuable. If your family is like mine, your next year doesn't just mean that you leave school, but also many of you will be leaving home. May you always remember that those who celebrated you when you were successful, cried with you when you were heartbroken, and prayed for you when you were in need. You all know the significance of the lighthouse in Milnerton ideology, but you also know that there stands a candle or a suitable rechargeable torch in every window of every household, waiting and watching for you as you make your way in the world, or one day return home. The second quote comes from Pitch Perfect. Bumper Allen said, "The smell of your weird is totally affecting my vocal cords." For so long, guys, you've been a carbon copy here at school. Be a little weird. The world in which your teachers and parents grew up doesn't exist anymore. And so often, you get to make the world in the way that you want it. I know it sounds like a cliche, but the world has too much, at least enough of the same. It needs something fresh. It needs something different. It needs you. But let me say, do it in a good way. If you have the interest of others at heart, but remain true to yourself, then you will always leave a lasting mark on any community that you touch. The world doesn't need more of them or that or those. The world needs more of you. Quickly find your niche and understand, please, regardless of any currency exchange rate, that the most valuable currency in this world is love and compassion, and practice it always. And the last quote I want to leave with you, and I hope I get this right, is, "Donkey, you have the right to remain silent. What you lack is the capacity." And we all know who said that. Great Shrek. Grade 12s, you're a generation of activists. You have the ability to change the world with your passion. Don't ever, ever, ever be quiet if and when you see true injustice or the need for change. The moral landscape of our nation and our world needs change like never before, but change for the better. We have, I hope, always taught you to leave somewhere in a better place than when you found it. But don't only speak up, speak life. You know that the words spoken over you where people tried to hurt you, you know the effect that that had on you. Don't be like so. Don't try to hurt. You can heal and you can build up those people that really, really need it in that moment. Be known rather for your encouragement and grace than for the fact that you have made it to the top at the expense of other people. If we all made one person's day better, this zombie apocalypse will soon be a thing of the past. And in conclusion, God bless you, grade 12s. The credits are rolling on the short film of your school career. Some might have been award-winning performances, and others have gone straight to YouTube. Some may have been comedies, and we know quite a few have been dramas. Some of your school reels have been tearjerkers, and some exciting adventures. Some have been short, and others a bit longer than they need to be. So, grade 12s, you are the director of your own story. The stage is set, the camera is loaded, the choices are yours. Grade 12, 2022, camera, lights, action.